Today is our first day of visiting SPCA. Today we will be conducting an interview section with SPCA. Before we start, we would like to make some donation to them.
Are you paying together? Yeah. Like, do you want them? SPCA, we are a non-profit organization, and we stand for SPCA stands for the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. So when you think about that, it's basically preventing cruelty to animals. So our mission is to help these defenseless animals, whether it be on the street, like stray animals, or abandoned animals. We want to help them by giving them resources such as food and water, or taking them in and keeping them here at our shelter. And another thing that we do is also spread awareness of these animal welfare issues. Yeah. And so what we do here are three main objectives here at SPCA is education. So that is like doing this, spreading awareness to people, going to events, going to schools and giving talks, as well as having classes here at SPCA. And that's education. And then rehabilitation. So that's the process of getting these animals to get used to people as well as other cats and dogs, so that helps them socialize better with their potential new adoptees. And obviously for all the animals that we have at our shelter, the end goal is for them to be adopted. Dog adoptions and cat adoptions, they both have two separate procedures. For the cats, it's a bit more lenient. But for both adoptions, you do have to visit our center and obviously see the animal yourself. And so once you do that for cats, you just have to sign a piece of paper and pay the adoption fee, and then you can take the cat home. And for cats, you also get like a free carrier. It's included in the adoption price. Yeah. And for dogs, so how it works for dogs is that we do have a form that anyone who's interested has to fill out, and then they can shortlist the dogs they are interested in, and then they have to contact our kennel manager and tell her, oh, this is a dog I'm interested in, and mainly to send her pictures of your house as to where you plan on putting the dog and what kind of house do you live in, because we don't give our very big dogs to people who just live in like a terrace house or something. They do have to have a bungalow with a big enough yard. So we need to make sure they have all the requirements for that specific dog so that they can be taken care of properly. And then once the kennel manager approves all of that, then they can. We do have a volunteer course that runs every weekend, Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. And we call that our pet care program. So it's like a foundation course for anyone who wishes to volunteer here at SPCA. And so there's actually one going on right now. And so it's like a half a day practical and theory class on what you can do at SPCA. Since we are nonprofit, all of our operations, we do rely on donations from the public. So we welcome any monetary donations, any item donations, whenever they're willing to give it to us. So you can just come in here with some dog food, cat food, and we also take in like old newspapers, old towels, and anything you think a dog or a cat can use, we will take those. Too many stray animals to be kept at shelters. So shelters, a lot of people don't realize that we only have a limited number of space. And so we need people to understand that we do not have infinite space for all these dogs and cats, so we're not able to help all of them. We do not allow animals to be surrendered. Because the main problem, we don't have enough space. So for the past few months, we've actually been rejecting all of our surrendered animals just because, I mean, we don't have space. Like, it's impossible to take care of them. Part of spreading awareness is so that we don't get these irresponsible owners coming to many shelters and saying, oh, I don't want my pet anymore. So.
Thank you. That's very helpful. Thank you. Let's go.
nibbling your fingers and whatnot, you can also put it in a fist, like
end of our journey with SPCA Selangor. We'd like to say thank you to you for being
Thank
so
you.
kind
Yeah,
and
for assisting us.
So we end
Thank you so
our
much.
day.
Yes, we'll definitely be back.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So, why do animals get abandoned? Many times, people buy these animals as pet for gift, and they do not realize that taking care of the animals is a big responsibility. When they finally realize, they find themselves are not ready to take care of these animals, so they just dump it somewhere or just abandon it at the roadside. And so, this is where the SPCA comes in. However, SPCA is a non-profit and non-government organization that do rely on the fund and donation from the public to survive. So this is why we want to raise awareness to adoption, stop buying.
Now SPCA needs help, so we can make some donation through the online banking or even donate some foods for them or go there to donate to the SPCA. And we also know that we can help SPCA for adopt the pets at the SPCA, and it's not cost even much. It's just like over 200 ringgit.
Why should we adopt a pet? It's because you'll save a life. Each year, 2.7 million adoptable dogs and cats are simply euthanized because there are too many pets that come into shelters and too few people who would consider adoption when looking for a pet. It's also cheaper to adopt a dog or a cat than buying it at a pet shop, which is basically supporting cruel puppy mills. That's why you should adopt a dog or a cat at SPCA.
If you are free, you can go to SPCA to take the pet care program to become a volunteer. When you're volunteering, you get to provide your love and care to the abandoned pets.
I've learned a lot from this.
It's a pleasure to do this documentary with my teammates. This documentary taught me how to take care of animals, and I learned we should not keep animals just for our fun. Once you keep the animals, you should take fully responsible to look after them and not abandon them just because you face some difficult problems or issue with the animals.